Hello and welcome to class today. My name is Rachel. I'm a girl with a Pilates mat and it's lovely to have you here. We're going to be doing 30 minutes of Pilates today, but we're also going to have a yoga inspired stretch that's going to kind of weave in and out of our Pilates movements. All right, so let's get started. We're going to start standing and we are going to go straight into our warrior position. So this is a yoga position. So you're going to have one foot forward like so. This foot toes are facing forward. Here you can see we're slightly open in the hips. All right, and rather than my body being facing this way, I'm on a diagonal and I'm just going to reach the arms out. So think of shoulders down, nice and relaxed. And then we're just going to do a little lunge forward. That's it. Holding it here. Taking a deep breath in. And breath out. Breathing in. And out. And one more deep breath in. And as you breathe out, we're going to gently rotate down. So this hand is in front of the knee, this hand is up in the air. All right, and then from there, you're going to just go into it a little bit deeper. You're going to turn your head looking up towards that hand. A little bit challenging on the balance, I know. And then turning to look down. Good. Then bring the arm up. This back hand is going to go onto the thigh. This hand is going to turn up and then you're going to reach up and back. So this is your warm up. So it's nice and gentle. Good. So take yourself as far back as you can so you feel the stretch in the front of the body. Good. And then you're going to come back out, lift up that back arm. Turning to me, we're going to go into a nice deep stretch here. We're going to bring our arms up. Interlace the fingers, but reach your fingers up. I want those index fingers together. Okay, again, shoulders down. Now we're going to stretch over to the side. Good. And up. And other way, stretching over to the side. And up. Open those arms out and let's turn to face the other direction. So back into your warrior position. That's it. We'll have a little lunge forward. And again, this is a warm up, so you don't have to go too deep. You just do what feels okay for you. 3 breaths here. So take an inhale. Exhale. Relax your shoulders. Deep breath in. And exhale. One more deep breath in. And as you exhale, we're just rotating down, fingers pointing towards the floor, other set of fingers pointing up towards the ceiling. So think of pushing this leg back gently, turning to look up towards that hand. Good. Rotating to look down. Well done. And then bringing yourself back up. Back hand's going on the back of your thigh. Front hand, you're going to turn palm up. And then imagine you're scooping water up as you reach back, opening out that body into a nice stretch. Well done. Bring those arms back out. Turning towards me once again, keeping those knees bent. So if you want to go a little lower, and you can, then feel free to do so now, going a little deeper. All right, bring those arms up. Interlace the fingers, index fingers together, and then you're going to reach over to the side. Lovely stretch there. And up. And reaching over the other way. Good. and up. Arms out, turning around, and this time coming to the front of your mat. Okay, so from here, reach your arms out to the side, all the way up, hands to prayer position. Then you're going to come out, and as the arms go out, we're folding from the hips. I want you to keep your back straight, fold at the hips, going as far as you can. Arms down. Now we're going to bend the knees so that we can get down to the floor and also release any tightness in the spine, in the back. Let your head hang down. Hands on the floor. Take a breath in. Breathe out and try and get your legs a little straighter. If you can straighten them, then please do. And then bend. Again, straighten. And then one more. Straighten. And bend. Now take a deep breath in. This time Pilates style, we're going to unroll. So you're drawing your abdominals in, unrolling the spine, coming all the way up. Reach the hands all the way out to the side into prayer. And back out, folding forward, down towards the ground. Good, bend the knees and straighten. Bend the knees and straighten. One more, bend the knees and straighten. Now we're going to bend, let the head hang down, exhale, unroll the spine. One more time, reach the hands out to the side, bring them up into a prayer position and back out, folding forward and down. Good, bend the knees and straighten. Bend the knees and straighten. One more, bend the knees and straighten. Now you're going to bend, take a breath in, exhale, unroll the spine all the way up. Very good. Now we're going to reach those arms out to the side and up, folding forward, coming down. This time we're going to bend the knees, step back with the right foot, step back with the left foot, and come up into your up stretch. Okay, so pressing the chest towards the thighs, lowering those heels down. Good. Lift the heels. You're going to come forward. You're going to soften your knees and bring your knees down onto the mat. Okay, then from here, take your hands forward slightly. Release the feet. Bend the elbows like a little press up, shoulders down, and bring your chest down to the floor. Think of reaching the crown of your head out and coming into a little back extension. Keep your elbows by your side. So we want to keep the hips on the floor and down. That's it. Tuck your toes under. Press yourself up. Sit back for a moment. Stretch out your shoulders. Come forward. Tuck the toes under. Lift up into the up stretch. Lower the heels. Lift your heels. You're going to come back down. So gently down onto those knees. Release the toes. Elbows by your side, coming down. It's like a little tricep dip. Reach the crown of the head out, coming into a little back extension. Good. Coming back down, toes tuck under, pushing yourself up. Sitting back, feel the stretch in your shoulders there. Coming up, lifting up into your up stretch. Good, lower those heels, stretching those calf muscles and coming down last time. So gently lower onto the knees, release the feet, lowering down. It's like a little press up. Reach the crown of the head out, back extension. Good. Slowly come down. Tuck the toes under. Coming up, sitting back, stretch those shoulders. Wonderful. And then come back into your kneeling position. Okay, so from here, going to go into a little Pilates thread of the needle or threading the needle. Taking your any hand, I'm going to take my right hand out to the side. You're going to thread it underneath the other arm, rotating the spine, coming down towards than that. So you're really trying to get that stretch across the area where your shoulder blades are. And you're going to come back up and open, stretching out and down. Other side, arm out to the side. Sliding it under the other arm, reaching around, finding that stretch in the shoulders. Good. And coming out and open. Good. And coming down. Now tuck the toes under. Lifting up. Lower those heels. Good. This time walk your hands back towards your feet. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Bend your knees and slowly come up to standing. Okay, so we're going to take one leg forward, one leg back, but this time this back leg is going to be turned forward. So both feet are parallel. And we're going to sink down. Now this really depends on how your knees feel, how low you go. So you be the judge what feels right for you. All right, once you're in position, you're going to bring both arms up and have them up in the air. So let's get those shoulders down. Tummy muscles pulling in, so you are supporting your hips, your knees, by really using those core muscles. That's it. And then see if you can sink a little lower. That's it. Holding it here. Arms out to the side, pulling the tummy muscles in as you lean forward and bring that back knee down. Okay, so from here, we're going to release that back foot and we're going to open up into a nice stretch. Good. Now, if you want to increase that stretch, you can tuck the toes under the back foot and then keep that back leg straight and do it that way. Whatever feels good for you. Lovely. Now take that back knee down. Everyone, bring the other hand down and then release the back foot. Wiggle that front foot across until it's aligned with your hip. Take the hands forward. So we're going into pigeon pose. Always a challenge. I have a very tight right hip. Okay. And then lowering that knee down to wherever you can get to. As long as you feel that stretch in the outside of your hip, then you're doing great, all right? Holding it there. Good. And then from there, you're going to gently bring that knee up. Wiggle that foot across so it's back in line with its own hip. And then walk your hands back, so straightening that front leg. Fingertips on the floor. Try and push the floor away so you can get an extension through your back, meaning you're trying to straighten your back a little. Toes on the floor, you're really going to feel that stretch in the back of the leg. Flexing the foot now, stretching the calf muscle out. Well done. Now you're going to walk forward and you're going to try this. Bear with me. I want you to see if you can lift your back leg up. Okay, if you can reach the opposite hand around, taking hold of the foot. Okay, if that's too much, then just leave it where it is. Okay, but the idea is that you're trying to get a little stretch in your quad muscle. Well done. Releasing that foot down. Hands back on the floor, tuck the toes under that back leg. And then we're going to switch legs. That's it. And you're going to come all the way up. Ready to start on the other side. So here we go. Both feet turned in, parallel, lift the arms up. And then sinking down to where you feel comfortable. Try not to let go of your tummy muscles, all right, because we don't want it going into your lower back. You want to feel that the work really is in your legs, and in particularly your glute muscle here, working quite hard to support you. Good. Holding it here, one more breath, and then reach the arms out to the side. Bring yourself down. You can bring that back knee down. Okay, and then you're going to do a little rotation. So bring an arm up, rotating, looking up towards that hand. And you can stay there. If you want to work a little harder, you can straighten that back leg. Well done. Bring that knee down. Okay, both hands down, release that back foot. Now wiggle that front foot across so we can go into our pigeon pose. Let the knee drop out to the side. And what I meant to mention earlier is that you can keep the knee in the air like this if your hip is tight, not a problem, all right? Or you can bring your foot in a little, take the leg down. But let's keep our backs nice and extended. Sinking down, finding that stretch in your hip. Well done. Lifting the knee up and bringing that foot back in line. All right, and then walking the hands back. So we're straightening that front leg. I want you to try and keep your toes on the ground for now. Have a check of those hips. You want to try and get those hips nicely aligned. And then push the floor away with your fingertips. So we've got a nice back extension. That's it. So you can hear me breathing. I want you to really take some deep breaths. Allowing that body to relax into these stretches. Now flex the foot of that front leg. That's it. And don't forget your abdominals. That's where the Pilates comes in. It's supporting you in these deep stretches. Good. Walking forward. And for those that want to, you can lift up the back foot. Reach around, taking hold of that foot and drawing it towards you for a little stretch. Good. Let's release that foot, tuck the toes under. All right, now pull your tummy muscles in, reach that leg back, coming up into your up stretch. Pushing back towards your thighs. So really stretching out those shoulders. Then I want you to walk your hands forward as far as you can until they're underneath you. Bend your knees. Good. And come down onto the floor, all the way down now. All right, let's go into some of our Pilates. So we're going to do a pelvic curl, hands down by your side, take a deep breath in, exhale, tilting the pelvis, pressing all the way up. Remembering to keep those abdominals engaged, the ribs stay down. Inhale there. Exhale, relaxing through the chest, making your way down through your spine until you're back on your mat. And again, deep breath in. Exhaling to tilt and roll that spine up. Inhale to hold. Exhale, softening through the rib cage, articulating your spine as you come back down. 2 more, deep breath in, breathing out to tilt and come up. Pushing down through those hands, through those arms. Inhale. Exhale. Slowly coming down. Well done. Deep breath in. Breathing out to tilt. Peeling up. Well done. Hold it there. Reach your arms overhead. Let's have them hovering above the floor. Inhale. Exhale, slowly coming down. through that spine, getting that lovely stretch. And then circle the arms out to the side, bring the right foot up, left foot up, ready for our spine twist. Squeeze the knees together. Inhale as you go over to your right. And exhale to come up. Other way. Inhale over. And exhale up. Inhale over. And exhale up. Inhale over. Exhale up. Remember, the exhale is your cue to not only breathe out, but pull your abdominals in simultaneously. Inhale. Exhale. Now let's lengthen the legs. Straighten them as much as you're able. Fall like this. Inhale over. Exhale up. Inhale over. Exhale up. Inhale over. Exhale up. And inhale over. Exhale up. Well done. Bend those knees back into tabletop. And let's bring our arms overhead. We're going to go into the 100. We're going to take a breath in. You're going to exhale. We're going to sweep the arms, tilt the chin, lift ourselves up. You can stay here. You want to work harder. You're going to extend your legs. Just push your back into the floor. Let's take a deep breath in, pumping the arms, and exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Last time. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Well done. Now bring those legs up. Take the head down. Bring the arms overhead. Back out to the side, lowering your left leg into our hip circle. So we're going to go across, down, around and up. Across, down, around and up. Let your spine go with the movement. That's it. One more. Across, around and up. Let's go back the other way. Inhale. Exhale as you circle. Good. 2, 1. Well done. And switch those legs. Left leg. Here we go. Across, around, across, around, across, around. 4, 5. Back to the center. Let's go the other way. Out and around. Out and around. Out and around. Out and round. 2, 1. Well done. And bring that leg down, reaching the arms overhead now, preparing for your roll up. So we're going to start off easy with the knees bent. Okay, you're going to inhale, moving the arms, the head, the chest. If you need to, take hold of those legs, pull your abdominals in, coming up, and reach the legs out. Then you're going to bend the knees, scoop under, come back. All right, those that want to work a little harder, you're going to inhale, legs stay straight. Exhale, coming up, find your C-curve position. So C-curve means abdominals in, back is in a lovely C shape. And you're going to take a breath in, breathing out, going back the other way. Good. Let's do 3 more. And coming back down. Inhale to move the arms. Exhale to come up. Inhale. Exhale. Back down, last one. Inhale. exhale up, good. And then lifting up, we're going to bend the legs. We're going to do a little bit of rolling. Okay, so if you don't wish to roll, you can just practice the balance part of it. Feet together, knees together, lifting up. Now draw your abdominals in so you can feel your pelvis tipping back. Now you can either stay here or pull a little further, breathing in, rolling back and rolling up. Rolling back and up. 3 more. Last one. Place those feet down and put them out in front of you. Take your hands behind you. Okay, options are fingertips pointing out to the side. Think of collarbones open. If you've got flexible wrists, you can have your fingers pointing towards you. Taking a breath in, you're going to breathe out, push into the feet and hands, lifting up. Trying to find that stretch across the front of the arms, shoulders and chest. Inhale, lowering down. Exhale, lifting up. Inhale, lowering down. Exhale to lift up. Inhale, lower down. 2 more. Lifting up. And lowering down. And lifting up. And lowering it down. Well done. Coming onto your side. All the way down. Hand in front. Let's exhale and lift both legs up. Inhale, lower them down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. And as you lower, think of those legs getting longer. Reaching out. And lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. 1 more. Lift and lower. Bending the knees, coming up, your choice. You can be on your elbow if you have any wrist issues, otherwise full arm. We've got our top foot in front, arm out to the side, into the side bend, so you're lifting up. Then you're going to take the arm over and then push the floor away with that bottom arm. And you're going to inhale to that T position, exhale, coming down. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale over. Inhale to the T. And lower down. 1 more time. And up. And over. Inhale to that T position. And exhale, coming down, swapping sides for the side leg lift on this side. So here we go. Remembering those feet are slightly forward, and then you're going to exhale, lift, inhale, lower, exhale, lift, and lower, lift, and lower, lift, and lower, 4, 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Well done. Bend those knees, come on up. Preparing for the side bend. Here we go. Inhale, lift. Exhale, up and push the floor away. Try and get that lovely bend through the side of the body. Inhale to the T. Exhale to lower down. Inhale up. Exhale over. Inhale up. And lower down. And 1 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale over. Inhale up. Hold it there. You're going to come into that plank position if you haven't already. And we're going to turn around. Okay, so from here, take the knees down. Think of that tricep dip. You're going to come forward. And then we're going to take our hands a little further forward this time. Separate the feet slightly. press into the hands and start to peel up till you can feel the weight on your elbows. And take a breath in, breathe out, pull the abdominals in, push into the hands and come up as far as feels okay for you. Final stretch. Good. Take a deep breath in, breathing out, elbows down, body down, feet together, hands under shoulders, pushing up into your kneeling position, taking a deep breath in. So cat-cow, we're going to tuck under, really rounding that spine, stretching everything out. Inhale, and as you exhale, you're going to go through Pilates neutral and then into the cow position. So really reaching that tailbone out, pushing the floor away with those hands. And again, cat, tucking under. Reaching out, Pilates neutral, and then pushing away with those hands. One more, cats, underneath, rounding. And an inhale, exhale, pushing away, tucking the toes under, lifting up into your up stretch. We're just about finished, pushing the weight back, lowering those heels. Okay, and then from there, walking the hands back towards the feet, letting your head hang down, letting the weight come out of your hands. Give your head a little shake if you need to. Good. And then take a deep breath in. Breathing out, you're going to slowly unroll the spine. And as you come up, reach your hands out to the side, all the way up. Bring them into a prayer position at the top. Bring those hands down, all the way in front of your face, resting them against your heart. Take a deep breath in. Breathing out. And thank you very much indeed for joining me today. I really hope you enjoyed our yoga and Pilates mix today. Please do press the like button. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Leave me a comment. I always love to hear what you think, and I do read all the comments, even if I don't have time to answer them all. I always take note of what people say. And please do join me again soon. If you're here with me live and you have any questions at all, I'm going to come onto the chat now. And if you need to go, then have a wonderful day, and I'll see you soon. Well done, everyone. I went slightly over our half an hour, but I hope that was okay for you. Let me know what you thought. I think there was about 100 of us doing that session together today. So well done. Lovely to see you all. Let me know in the chat what you thought. And I'm just going to quickly whiz to the top of the chat just so I can see who's here. Also, I'm just going to try and get myself a little more in focus, because I know it's a little bit tricky. I'm just dealing with trying to get a monitor at the moment so I can see myself a little better. Can you see me? I hope so. I hope I am a little more in focus. Always tricky. There we go. Hopefully that's a bit better. Okay, so hello to Nina Pesoka, who says, I love your stretches. I did a leg stretch and I did some calf stretches I've never done before. It felt like magic. Can't wait to try this one. Wonderful. Well, let me know what you thought, Nina. We'd love to know. Good afternoon to Mobius. I hope you are well. Hello to the lovely Cheryl in Virginia. Thank you for the best wishes for Boo. Boo is my rescue dog, everyone. So she doesn't appear as often now, but when I was in my previous house, she was in the house with me. I'm now not in the house anymore. I'm in a separate room in the garden. and she would always come and say hello, but we've promised we're going to bring her back at Christmas, so you will see her at Christmas, if not before. So Cheryl, thank you very much. Yes, she had a lovely birthday, and I'm really glad you like the photos. If anyone out there wants to see what Cheryl's talking about, I have a creator page, which is a Ko-fi page. That's ko-fi / I think it is the Girl with the Pilates mat. I know my lovely husband will put it on the chat here. You'll see it actually at the top of the chat. But that creator page, I post things on there and pictures on there I don't put anywhere else. It's only for people who support me on Ko-fi. And in order to support me on Ko-fi, well, what does that mean? Well, it basically means that if you enjoy what I do, you can donate towards the channel. And all the money that comes in on the Ko-fi donations goes towards maintaining this channel, keeping this channel going, keeping all the equipment going. If you look on this week's post, you'll see a picture that I did of my new lights, and they've made a world of difference, and I've only got those thanks to everyone who donated towards my goal of getting these 2 new lights. And now I have these lovely big lights in front of me, which has just been fantastic. So that's what Ko-fi is all about. It's a way to support me and support this channel. I do read what people write on all the social platforms, but I particularly take note of people on Ko-fi because I know that you're financially supporting me, and also on YouTube. And people send in requests. I do try, I have a list of all those requests, I don't forget. I have a list and I work my way through them according to what I think I need to do at a certain time. So just to let you guys know, I've just done a batch of filming. So there will be, I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4, there's 5 new videos that will be coming out at some point in the next few weeks, December, January time. There'll definitely be some new ones a little bit later in December, and I am going to do a Christmas special, and I'm thinking this year I may dress up for it just for a bit of fun. So just to let you know, those are the things that are going on. Also, this Friday, my live, I have to bring it forward by an hour. Really sorry about that, but this Friday my live will be at 9 AM UK time. Really sorry if that's going to be a problem for you guys. It's just that there's somewhere I have to be, and I didn't want you to miss out on the video. So I'm going to do it an hour earlier because then I have to shoot off somewhere. It's a commitment that I'm committed to doing, so I have to do it. Which will mean that the live will be at 9 AM. That's going to be a Pilates flow class on Friday. So that is a fast flow 30-minute class. It's good for everybody. You can do it if you're a beginner, but equally if you're a seasoned regular on my channel, you'll find it a really good class because it's going to be quite fast paced, and it's all the exercises from my book, The Beginner's Chapter. Okay, so I'm going to be doing, so if you've got my book and you want to review, I'm going to be doing the warm-up section, all right, and then I'm going to be doing all of, let's hope you can squeeze it all in, all of the chapter 3 of my book, which is the beginner exercises. All right. If you haven't got a copy of the book yet, it's available on Amazon and all, from your local bookshop as well. It's called The Little Book of Pilates by me, Rachel Lawrence. All right. And there's always a link in the description box. So if you look in the description box for this video, you'll see there's a link to where you can get the book. All right, so that'll be on Friday. And on the weekend, I made a playlist for you. So we are now in November, week 4. Can you believe we are nearly in December? I can't believe it. So this is November, week 4. There are 7 videos in. It includes the 2 live videos that I do every week, and then a selection of other videos. There's always one senior video in as well, which is for anyone who is over 60 or indeed anybody who would like a senior focused gentle Pilates session. That's always in there as well. So if you are a senior, I would say always try the other videos, but if they get too much or you find that the level's not right, then revert back to the seniors and try and do that one every day for the week. That's the other option, all right? Okay, risking down the chat. Let's see who's here. Hello to IKH. Sorry, I don't know your name. But we've got, hi, I'm new to Pilates and yoga. I was just wondering if this is a full body stretching and exercising for all your joints and muscles. Yes, it is. And no, it's not a stupid question. Don't worry. Yes, it is a full body workout. Today we did the mix of Pilates and yoga. So we have worked the front of the body, the back of the body, and as you'll know from the bit we did at the end, we were working the side of the body as well. Very important to work all three. So yes, it was a full body stretch and strengthening session. Teresa Sullivan, hello to you. Lovely to hear you love Pilates. I hope you like our little fusion class today. I'm going to be doing more pure Pilates on Friday. Friday is totally pure Pilates. So if you're a seasoned Pilates fan and you like to just do Pilates, Friday is for you. Rita LaFleur, hi Rita. Rita says, what a week last week and weekend was. Hello and great to be here. Lovely to see you here, Rita. Mary Margaret Seagraves, thank you for your donation. As always, you're very good at donating. Thank you so much and enjoy the session later. June Kowalczak over in Canada, hello to you. You've got a migraine. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you feel better soon, June. Just do this one later in the week when you feel you've recovered. Cheryl from Virginia says, after 4 days of Thanksgiving, food and relatives, that felt wonderful. Great stretches. Oh, I'm really glad to hear that, Cheryl. Aluro says, thank you. This was very good. You're very welcome. Jay King, hello to you. Says, thank you, Rachel. I felt so good after that. Just what the doctor ordered. Great to hear. Thank you, Jay. Robin Newcomb says, hi Rachel, that was great after a busy day. Seemed to be a lot of content for really good. Thank you so much. Yeah, I packed quite a bit in today, so I'm really glad you like that, Robin. Angie Sharp, hello Angie, lovely to see you here. Says, that was lovely. Thank you, Rachel. You are very, very welcome. Hello to Maria Antoinetta Ricoy. Hello, Maria. You're in Mexico City. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Is that correct? I hope so. I hope you're really well. Lovely to see you. Maria says, I love this class of stretches. I'm in Mexico. Lovely to see you in Mexico City. One day, Maria, I want to visit your amazing city. I've always wanted to come to Mexico. So one day, who knows? Suda Pinto says, loved it. Had to hold the wall in the standing poses on the weak side. Hope that's still effective. Of course, Sue, I know you need to modify for one side, and that is fantastic. Nothing to worry about at all. You did it. That's the main thing. Well done to you. She says, hope that's effective and a terrific start to the week. I'm really glad to hear that. Jay King says, thank you for keeping your audience in shape. It's a blessing for sharing this gift with the world. Oh, thank you very much, Jay. That's most kind of you. Rita says, although I have to go back to the beginning from where I started, I'm sweating. Feels wonderful. And from not being able to do the workouts from last Tuesday till today, I can really feel the difference. Wow. Yeah, Rita, go back to the beginning and do the whole thing when you feel ready, because it's a really nice session. I feel it as well. I feel quite buzzy today from that one. Teresa Sullivan. Oh, Teresa Sullivan has a question. This is a good question, Teresa. Hello to you. Teresa says, what exercises can you use when you first start getting the first stages of dementia or Alzheimer's? Okay, Teresa, super question for you. And I would recommend you do exercises and workouts. I mean, Pilates is brilliant for people with dementia or Alzheimer's, because it is very clear, it is very guided, and so you can just follow along. The ones I would recommend, Teresa, in particular, are my Pilates workouts for seniors. Now, the reason I say that is because in the Pilates workouts for seniors, and I do have a playlist, it's called the Seniors Playlist, I put in exercises which are good for function of the body, but I also put in quite a lot which is to do with balance and to do with coordination. And those particular exercises, I mean, they do work the body, but they do actually work the brain as well. And it's very important that you get that kind of exercise of the brain where you've got to think about, you know, what arm am I lifting? What leg am I lifting? What movement do I want to be going in? So I would highly recommend, Teresa, that the seniors playlist would be the best one for someone who's in the early stages of a dementia or Alzheimer's. And even with that, I would recommend that as that progresses, you know, whether it's yourself or somebody you know, you encourage them to keep going with it, because you know, there is proof that by using your mind and body together, you can really keep your health at its absolute best. All right. And obviously we all have to deal with, you know, things that happen to us. Chronic conditions in particular, I know, can be very, very difficult for people to come to terms with as well as to live with. But I always think you can always move. The other thing I would say, Teresa, just quickly before I move on, is a really good suggestion that, and it's not my suggestion. I've heard other people talking about this because I've watched quite a lot of programs about dementia and Alzheimer's, purely because it's affected people that are in my kind of, you know, extended family and so on. And music is very, very good, very, very helpful. So what you could think about is, when you exercise, or if it's someone you're talking about or someone you know, is picking a piece of music that is gentle, but they can associate with exercise. And what I mean by that is, when you do something over and over, music has a really good way of kind of tuning your body and tuning your mind in, tuning your brain in. So sometimes it's quite helpful to have a piece of music that you have going in the background when you exercise, because it'll become familiar, like, when that music's on, that's when I exercise. So that could be something you could think about as well, either making yourself a playlist and have something playing on a different device in the background. Maybe something like that would help. Also, in my seniors playlist, sorry, this has just come to mind, I have a chair Pilates workout which is set to music. That would be a really good one for someone with early stage dementia and Alzheimer's, because the movement is in time to the music, and again that kind of syncs up the mind and the body. So I'd have a look at that. And again, also in the seniors playlist, I have a gentle ballet workout, and I have one without music, and then I have the same one with music. So I would say they would be good to do as well, because again, they're very graceful. They really kind of, I mean, the way I look at it is, I think movement also feeds your brain and your emotions. Yeah, so very important to have those two working hand in hand. I hope that helped, Teresa. Let me know how you get on. Carole Desrochers, I think that's the right pronunciation. Hello to you. Thank you, Rachel and Cohen. You are great. Thank you as well. Really glad to hear. Rita says challenging but great. Sarah Runnacles, yeah, you made it, Sarah. Well done. Says that was lovely. My legs are definitely feeling it. Thank you. You're very welcome, Sarah. And thanks for running to get to class, because I know it's a bit of a tricky one for you. Martin de Kerbel says, yes, I love the stretches, yoga-like stretches. I have a rescue cat of 2 months with 3 others. So happy birthday to Boo. I'll not be live on Friday because I have a funeral at that time. I'm sorry to hear that, Martine. But lovely to hear about your rescue cats. Good for you, rescuing those lovely animals. Rita Lefeur has a question. Rachel, what do you eat for nutrition to stay fit? Wow, Rita, this is a fabulous question, and I feel I could do a whole half an hour talking about what I eat and the way I eat. It's definitely something I would love to cover with you all in the future, but very briefly, there are a couple of things I do. Number one, I do time-restricted eating, fasting basically, and I have found it the most incredible transformational way of eating. I really have. It's been amazing. Me and my husband Kerwin does it as well. And, you know, initially we did it for health reasons. We both lost a lot of weight, which wasn't why we did it, but that was a kind of, you know, that was kind of a benefit of it. But I found the time restricted eating has been a really good way to keep my gut healthy. So time restricted eating, if anybody wants to know very briefly, is when you eat within a window of time. And generally, myself and my husband, we eat in an 8-hour window. So for 16 hours of the day, we do not eat. We drink water, we'll have herbal tea, we have black coffee in the morning. For us, what works really well for us is we just don't have breakfast. We have black coffee and then we eat at lunchtime, we eat early evening, and then we don't eat again till the following lunchtime. But in between that, during the day, we are drinking liquids, but it has to be herbal tea, black coffee, water, that kind of thing. So that I would say, Rita, is probably the number one thing that has completely transformed our lives. And then secondly to that, I tend to eat some fish, but a lot of plant-based food. We cook all our meals. We don't eat anything that is processed. So we make all our own meals. Quite simple. Often it's stir-fried vegetables with a piece of fish, or it's stir-fried vegetables with some plant-based protein, whether that's, you know, chickpeas or a tofu, all that kind of stuff. So that's kind of briefly what we do, but I promise you, Rita, I will make a video about it next year. It is something on my mind that I need to bring in, but I would highly recommend you looking at time restricted eating. It sounds really scary, but believe me, it is achievable. You start off really slow. The best way to start is to just extend the time between dinner and breakfast the following day. It's really the easiest way to do it. That's what we did. So we would bring our dinner a little bit earlier. So instead of having dinner at 8, we started having dinner at 7. And then instead of having breakfast at 7, we started having it at 8. And then we just kept going until in the end, we realized we didn't actually need breakfast. But we do make sure that what we do eat is very, very nutritious. That's really important. Anyway, I better stop talking about food, otherwise I'm going to be here all night. But I hope that gave you an idea, Rita, of some things to think about. And I promise you all, I am going to be talking about nutrition next year. I am working on some ideas for that. So just going down the chat, Marlene Brown says, thank you very much. You'll see that Cohen has posted the seniors playlist there, which is really good. Thank you, my love. Lizzie Rutherford, good morning from New Zealand. Hello, Lizzie in New Zealand. Yes, it's really early in the morning for you, I think, isn't it? Your Pilates workouts are the best. Thank you so much, with a heart. Thank you very much, Lizzie. Really lovely to have you here all the way from New Zealand. I know you're on the other side of the world, but it feels like you're just in the room with me, which is wonderful. Hello to Anne Ali. Rita's got a question. So you're doing keto intermittent fasting? Yes, I am. Absolutely. What I'm doing, Rita, is keto green. So if you put keto green into Google, you'll see the doctor come up who created that, Dr. Anna Cabeca. It's an American doctor. Excellent. She's very focused on kind of female hormones and fasting. We've been following the Keto Green for I think 2 years now, and it's worked really well for both of us actually. I think I would say for our ages we're probably as fit as we've ever been in our health, so that's really helped. Okay, Robin Newcomb says lovely info about dementia, etc. I think we all know someone with these onset problems. I'm going to pass that on to my affected relatives, family. Again, Rachel, thank you for your information. It's so useful. You're very welcome, Suzanne. Kathy Brown says, good morning, I came in part way, looking forward to doing the rest. Do you have any tips for working on the roll up with very weak abs after old surgery, etc.? Yes, very good, Kathy. There's 2 ways you can do it. You can do it where you just do the half roll back. I'll show you that. So let me grab one of these as well. So working on it, half roll back, knees bent, feet together, hands underneath, taking a breath in, and then you breathe out, you feel your abdominal wall pulling in, and you try to hold that abdominal wall as far back as you can. When you feel you're straining or it's pushing out, that means you've gone too far. So you just hold it to where you can, then take a breath in, breathe out, pull the abdominal wall in again, and come up. What you want to be feeling is that pulling in, very important, yeah, because that's how you will get that strength, and that is the muscle, not the six pack. It's underneath the transversus abdominis. The other way is you get a flexi band and you use that to assist you. You can take your hands as close to your feet as you want. The closer you go, the more support, and the same thing, you come down. You often find you can go a little lower when you've got the flexi band. Take a breath in, breathing out, and coming up. Some people can go all the way down with the flexi band because they're using it to come up. But what I would emphasize with everyone is you don't want your tummy doming out. Yeah, because if it domes, you're not engaging your deep core muscles, and they're the ones that will really get you strong in the long run. Okay, so very important. Okay, I'm going to have to go very shortly, but I'm just going to quickly pop down the chat just to see if there's any more questions. Suzanne Palmer Richard says, I enjoyed the mix of both disciplines. I'm really glad to hear that. Rita says, lovely Rachel, would love to hear more because I'm trying to do Dr. Berg's keto. Oh, I'll have a look at that, Rita. I don't know of Dr. Berg, but there are a few scientists that I am kind of following, I've listened to on podcasts, so I'll try and share some of that information with you next time. Kerwin's, my husband's just posted the Keto Green book if anybody wants to have a look at that. It's got recipes in, which is really helpful, because sometimes it can be, especially when you're changing the way you eat, it can be difficult to think about, well, how do I cook this? What do I need? What kind of food? What do I put together? So the Keto Green does have quite a lot of recipes in, and we still make most of those recipes, myself and Kerwin. Anyway, you're welcome, Kathy and Rita. Hello to Liliana Elmiche Avila. I hope I said that. Gracias desde Argentina. You're very welcome. De nada. Lovely to see you. Well, thank you, everyone. I will be here Friday. Don't forget, I'm going to be an hour earlier. So if you can't make it, I'll be there on the channel at the usual time of 10. But if you are around at 9, come and see me at 9 o'clock. And don't forget, we have our playlist up now, November week 4. All right, everyone. So thank you so much. I look forward to seeing you again soon. Have a wonderful week. Take care and bye for now.